Hi there berries, welcome to Wildfrost, a card roguelike game that I've been playing on stream. I picked it up today. I played about 4 hours of it so far and I'm really enjoying it, enough to make me want to make a video for you guys and kind of showcase it. And if you guys kind of like the content, then I will do more of this kind of stuff if you like it. But basically, this is the beginning, the town, and you've got lots of different things, and little mini achievements that you got to try and acclaim, and that will unlock basically more cards for you to be able to get later on in the future. It plays similar to probably like Monster Train, which I have made videos on before, and Slay the Spire. Like there's definitely like similarities between those. But let's just get this started and going off into a run. So I'm not going to be like the best at it. I've only been playing for 4 hours, and still there's definitely some things I need to kind of work out and iron out, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So there's 3 different tribes in this game. I've only just unlocked this this new tribe here, this like wood rabbit kind of tribe, these gnomes. But I'm not going to be playing those because I haven't discovered any of the cards yet. Got these kind of like summoning kind of evil guys here. I can't remember what they're called. And then you've also got the snow people as well. The snow people is what you start off with. Get lots of kind of freezes and crowd control kind of stuff in play. So basically here, this card here is 8 life, 2 attack, and then this little yellow thing at the bottom is counter. So when you place the card, every single turn, once it goes under to 0, it means that card gets to attack. Some cards don't have counters, some only have reactions. This card has a counter and a reaction, which basically means it counterattacks. So because it's a smackback, because if we hit it, or if a unit hits this unit, then it gets to hit back. So it's pretty nice. Because, try and keep things as basic as possible here for this first one. We're going to go with, well, we can change the name of the character, but Judge. We're going to change the name to, let's call it Ms. Bizzleberry. I think that works, doesn't it? Ms. Bizzleberry. And we've got 12 health. So this acorn is 4 shield. It's basically shield, essentially. And so that damage gets taken off first before going on to the life. So this is quite a tanky character, actually. Basically starting at 16 health. 4 on the counter, which is relatively low for one of these leaders. And 3 attack is on the lower side, but it's still fine. There's no special augments here either, though, but it's just quite raw tankiness. But we might be able to get some things later on to like things called charms that we can add onto the card to basically then have sort of proc effects. So let's go with Ms. Bizzleberry for now. And with Ms. Bizzleberry, we get to choose some companions. So we've unlocked 2 companions. You get Snoof after the tutorial, and then later on you get Bushu. And I kind of want to do a berry bush theme if possible. So let's do a Bushu where after 6 turns on the counter, which is quite a long time, it means that we can restore 3 health to all allies. Now, allies doesn't include their own target, so it will heal everyone apart from itself. And let's go. So this is the map here. We've got no other options apart from doing our very first battle, which we should be more than capable of doing. So this is basically placement. You can get crowns later on to put onto units to basically mean that you can put more units down initially. And you got like these 2 lanes as well. So once this card ticks down to 0, we will then hit this card right in front. We can move the positioning of the cards if we want to, whenever we like. So let's put down Bushu, so we've got like another attacking card on the board. So next turn, this penguin will attack this card here, but because this penguin's on a different lane, it's still going to attack this one. Basically, if there's nothing in this lane, it will then attack the other lane. We've got some things here. We've got a snow stick that does 1 damage and does 2 snow, which freezes the enemy's counters and reactions, which is these little numbers at the bottom of the cards. We've got a wood head, which is like a target dummy, so that will take damage instead. It's got 1 health, 1 scrap health, which is different from normal HP, so this could get hit by with a 1 million damage hit, but it would only take like 1 damage. This sun rod is going to reduce the reaction. This counter triggered by 2, so this will go, if I were to use this on this character here, this will go from a 3 to a 1. So this will get to attack next turn. And basically, whenever you play a card, it's going to use a turn. So anytime we place down a card, unless the card specifically says, it's going to use a turn. We've got a bell here to do a reroll of the cards that we have here, but that also uses a turn, unless it's been charged up. So once we do 3 more card placements, this bell will then be allowed to press it and then get some new cards going. So let's kill one of these penguins. Let's get that out of the way. And then we can kill the top penguin card as well. And whenever this penguin gets hit, it's going to gain 1 attack. So we'll freeze that. And now we get that free refresh on the bell in the bottom right hand corner. We've got another 2 attack. Kill that. Get that out of the way. And we've got some more mobs coming. We've got a goblin here, so if we do damage to that, we'll get 4 gold, 4 blings every time, which is the gold is on our left hand side here under my head, down there. So if we hit this goblin, we're going to get 4 gold. Basically, you want to hit these goblins for as little damage possible to basically get the most amount of gold. This snow stick will do 1 damage, so that's another 4 gold. And then there's counter on the far right hand side, so all the way over there. Ticking down from 3. Once that gets down to 0, or if all the enemies are cleared, then a new wave of enemies will come in. So let's freeze these waddle goons. Let's just give my main hero an attack buff. That waddle goons is going to be able to attack 3 times times 1. So that's a frenzy charge. So it gets to do basically 3 times 1 attack. I don't have a freeze. So I guess we'll just buff our attack again. +1 attack for my main leader. And now the boss is here. Big Peng and lots of mobs here that we're going to need to clear out. So when my leader next gets to attack, it's going to be able to kill those water goons, so we should use some scrappy swords to get rid of some of these trash mobs. But we need to be careful, because this penguin, every time an ally is killed, one of his penguins, he's going to get an extra attack. So we do need to be careful. I've got quite a nice big combo there. Basically, combos is if you kill multiple enemies in the same turn, you basically get extra cash. Now I don't have a freeze here. I'm kind of hoping I get a freeze on the next turn. Can refresh the bell here, and it doesn't cost a turn. We can freeze the penguin. It's not able to do anything now for multiple turns. It's frozen now for 3 turns, 2 turns. Here is going to get to attack that shortly. It's going to be left with 1 HP. Then we just go boop. It's very cute. Very, very cute game. So now we've got multiple different paths. So we can go... So caves give gold. Treasure gives another card. Frozen Travelers can give you more of those kind of companion cards, but there's a set amount of companions that you can have. But we're going to go pick up another companion. So we have Wart. He applies poison twice. He has 0 attack, but every time he attacks, he basically does that poison application. Because he's got Frenzy, it's ×2, and is aimless, which means he attacks a random target in the row, so it's a little bit unreliable. But the trigger turn counter is quite good, so we might be able to use this. We've also got vulnerability, where the enemy would take double damage on the next instance of damage. We've also got Bonnie, restores 2 health to all allies. Let's go with the poison. Let's go with Wart. Let's pick up a treasure. What do we have here? We have more berries in a basket. Before an enemy attacks, apply 1 vulnerability to them. Apply 2 frost to a whole line because it's barrage. So barrage affects all targets in a row, and frost will reduce their attack damage. So that could be a good debuffing thing that we could have here. Sure. I haven't actually used Frostbell yet, so let's use the AoE attack debuff. we're going to get another companion here to add. And we have a shielding companion. We've got a companion here that will put 1 snow on all enemies when they get to attack. And then we've got Snowball, who applies snow equal to the damage dealt. So the more damage that this guy gets to do, the more snow gets applied. I think a generic 1 to all is probably going to be the best here. Keep everyone slowed down, which means we basically essentially get more turns. So once again, we get our companion down. So Mimic, that's going to get to attack when this porcupine does attack. So this isn't a problem unless this porcupine gets to attack. And that will probably add up to being a lot of damage. This is going to reduce our attack damage by 1 when that gets to attack us. I'm going to freeze this porcupine. That's my main concern right now. I don't want that porcupine to attack. And then we're going to throw a sword at it. And then the next... Not the next damage actually, because that's reduced the damage down to 2. That porcupine's going to survive on 1 HP. What if we do a Sun Rod on the Bushu? It means it's going to get to attack that. Beautiful. Okay. Give us some new cards, please. So Snowfall's going to be able to put 1 snow on everyone, but I kind of want Wall out first. Right, this Ice Lantern is giving all of his allies +2 damage, and we can't allow that to happen, so we have to eliminate that now. We can increase the attack by 1 on this Wart to go from 0 attack to 1, and it gets to basically Frenzy, so it's going to be quite a nice extra damage source there. Okay. That's going to do 2 damage to this Frost Inga, but it's going to take 1 poison damage. So this Frost Inga will die. That's going to apply 1 attack damage debuff to the Bushu, but these Mimics are going to get to attack as well, so we need to freeze this Frost, otherwise the Mimic's going to be able to kill the Bushu. And that will be a problem. Let's get a new set of cards. And I kinda want to freeze. I want to freeze the Frost Inga again, but I want to also kill this Goblin so we can get some extra golden. So we'll do that. We'll be a little bit greedy, and now we can then frost this Frost Inga. Nice. So whenever that ringer is hit, it's going to do 2 frost to a random enemy. What's going to be the next thing that's going to attack? We kinda would like to freeze this if possible, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's give Wart another attack damage. Actually, we can use the Scrappy Sword on that and that will kill that. Okay, fantastic. Need to be careful because that's going to do 5 damage whenever that does get a chance to hit. Also, this resist snow means that it can only have 1 instance of snow on, so we're not going to get a massive amount of snow stack. That's going to do 1 damage on its next attack. Let's refresh. I'm not going to get to use that companion just yet. Kind of want to do something about this porcupine. If I do that, it's going to have 1 HP. Okay, good. Let's get a Snowfall down. I don't think he'll probably actually will get to attack this round. And let's freeze the top, the ringer. It's going to get to attack again. I'm gonna put wart on this row so this ringer gets poisoned. So most of the damage will be coming onto this ringer is going to be poison or from my own items. So the thing is with this as well is that enemies get to attack first, but that ring is going to die on the next turn. Nice. The last enemy got thrown away. Let's assume we didn't get to kill it because we would have got a tiny bit more cash. So cave gives money. This will give us another companion, which we don't really need. We picked up a couple recently. Just get another treasure. What do we got here? We've got a bite box, which basically does reflector damage. Poison 3. We could end up moving into a poison build as opposed to a berry build. We don't really seem to be getting many berries. So we'll do poison for this one. And we'll get a charm, which is going to allow us to modify one of the top cards that we've got. So it will apply one demonize, which basically increases the damage they take for the next instance of damage. So we can actually put that on wart. Because he has a frenzy stack, he's going to apply that twice. So it's really, really nice. And then there's the shop. And what I'm going to want to do here is I'm going to want to buy a crown. Put that on wart, and it means now at the start of the next battle, we'll be able to summon him instantly. And it won't cost us a turn. It's pretty nice. Got bamboozle, hits all enemies. That means that we can do this. Let's get down Snuffle. One of the things with these boss cards is that they're actually in both lanes, so they can actually attack both of these cards at the same time, unless we do something like that. So that aimless one is going to get to attack for 1 damage randomly. This Winterworm's looking pretty dangerous. It's got 8 attack, but we can kind of calm it down a little bit. So let's put down... Well, one thing to mention as well, that aimless only attacks things in the same row as it. So if we put our tank there, it doesn't matter if they only take 1 damage then. But if we do lose our leader, if our leader dies, we lose the game. So Swart's going to get to attack randomly between these next 2 targets here. I think we can just apply a poison to this snowbow and then it will like die next round. Just get rid of it completely. Good. And then if we snow snick the Winterworm, it means it's not going to be able to do that much. New bunch of cards. Got new enemies coming in 1 turn. Give +1 damage to wart. Okay, we've got a couple of new fancy units in here. That bamboos is going to do 3 damage to each of these targets next turn. But what we can do is we can do a barrage, which is going to reduce the next attack damage by 2, so it's only 1 damage each, so it's more manageable. Nice little poison combo there from wart. That one's only got 1 HP, so we can probably prod that with a stick. Let's put down a tank card there. And give wart another attack damage. So this should break off into 2 enemies now. 16 HP and a 14 HP. So wild will give the other one a frenzy stack. So then basically we need to make sure that we can ideally try and kill them at the same time. But we'll see what we can do. Freeze snow will only last on this target 1 time. I think we can just chuck a snow on the top one. Just make sure that the tans are coming in a little bit later. Got some new enemies coming in. I'm gonna apply a barrage -2 attack on these guys. Wart's gonna get to attack next turn. Snowdwell's gonna get to freeze everything. Let's freeze the aimless snowbow one at the top, just so that it doesn't hit my little target dummy there at the top. Bushu's gonna get to heal everyone. 3 the next turn, but I don't think we've taken that much damage. It's not a massive concern. I'm gonna hit this one with a hammer, so that will die next turn to poison anyway. Says Boozle's gonna get to attack next round. It's not really a big deal. I'll probably just let that happen. I'll just start doing some damage here, I think. That did quite a lot. We can barrage that and reduce its attack to 0, even though it's got frenzy, it's not a big deal. Reduce the counter on Wart by 2. It's doing a lot of damage already. Yeah, Wart's doing a very good job for us right now. So we can have 1 additional card in our hand per draw. We can have an additional companion slot, which is those units on that we've already got down. Or we can have a reduced redraw on the bell counter. I think we just have an extra one in our hands. Munch, we don't really have anything that we want to munch, which will basically remove up to 2 cards from our deck. So we'll go into the treasure and the charm. What do we got here? While active, adds +3 to allies in a row. Whenever anything is poisoned, double the amount and lose 1 HP. Add 1 frenzy, increase the trigger by 1. Let's take the mobile campfire. And let's see what we get from this. We have a snowball charm, so it's going to apply 1 snowball per attack. We can put that on weapons and stuff as well if we wanted to. So we could have one of these snow sticks do +1, or we could have attach it to this frost bell. So it's going to do a barrage of 1 frost, which could be pretty handy actually. Nice. Okay. And we've got the cave here too, which will give us some extra money next time we get to a shop. Okay, so we've got a shield-based team. We need to kind of get rid of this Shell Witch, otherwise she's going to keep buffing her team with shields. Let's add Snuffle down for some more crowd control. Is there anything we can do about that witch? We can freeze her for a couple of turns. I do want to, yeah, kind of want to get some buffs going in for Wart as well at the same time. So we can do, let's do the snow stick. And let's do the campfire, which is going to give 3 damage to Wart. Okay, and now we're going to be doing 6 damage with this on the Shell Witch, which is really good. I'm going to swap those around because Snuffle will then attack this bottom target. Well, interestingly, he's not got any attack whatsoever. He's only +1 snow. And I can't seem to give him any more attack actually. Huh, okay. Let's add another companion card down then. So this Wart took a lot of damage. Let's give him +1 attack again. Ooh, that one's gonna be rough. I can't attack on this lane because this one's teeth, which is basically thorns. So if any unit attacks prickle, they're gonna take 2 damage, and my wart only has 2 damage, and it could randomly attack that target. So we've got to avoid hitting that. Let's get some new cards in. Could do a barrage here across one of these lanes and just kind of make that lane a lot weaker. Although that's a goblin, that's not going to do anything unless we hit it. Maybe it'd be better if we focus on doing some damage here instead. Let's put a poison on this conker. Whale. Let's freeze the Shell Witch so she doesn't apply thorns to anybody. Snowfall's gonna do 1 freeze on everybody. And we can keep them in place as well still here. So Wart's gonna get to attack again for quite a good amount of damage. Nice little combo here. We've got to be careful about who is going to... Oh, that's going to give it 4 thorns. So we actually really need to be careful. Can we freeze this? We do not want this to be able to proc, because otherwise that's going to be 4 reflect, and that's going to be too much damage for a lot of my units to be able to handle. And then we've got Bolgo. Whenever he gets hit, he gets 1 attack as well. So we've got to do quite a bit of heavy crowd control work here. I think that goblin's going to get to escape, and I don't really want to invest in freezing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack that with a scrappy sword. Also attack that again with a scrappy sword so no one actually gets properly affected by that. I'm going to reduce the counter and wart again. Okay, so it's just Bolgo. He's going to do 6 attack on his next hit. We'll let him hit. It's fine. We can handle that amount of damage. That's fine. Right, now we freeze. We should probably put more people like that. So now my leader is also getting +6, +3, making +6. I mean, this should probably die, actually. Nice. A little bit of vulnerability. All these warts doing some really good debuffs here. So we probably want to go topside. We don't need the muncher. Unless this treasure here is absolutely garbage. Ooh, Mimic could be good. Mimic with the +3 attacking thing and with the frenzy on wart, that could be really, really, really good. Let's go for that. Let's go for the charm. We have a weakness charm, reduces attack by 2. I think that would literally make it so that, like, if I gave this to my hero, it would go from 3 attack to 1 attack. Not sure on what case you would necessarily want to do that. Like, yeah, I don't know, I don't know why you'd want that. I don't know why you would want to not do damage to stuff. Yuki, whenever anything is frozen, gain equal attack. But it's only got 1 HP. Pooty, when it dies, add 1 frenzy to a random ally. I think we'll take the Pooty, but I don't think I have enough space. Yeah, do I want Snowfall or Pooty? I might get rid of Boo, actually. I'm not really using the Bushu at all. We don't really have any healing cards that interact with the heals. You can get, like, cards, other berries that get like more attack if they get healed, but we don't really have that. So bye bye bush. Okay, so these ones are quite hard. These Bigfoots have a lot of HP and a lot of attack, and then you got the Woolly Drek that will eat another card and gain their stats. So we do need to be careful. So we've got the combo here already, so we can do like the mobile campfire. We can do the Frostbell Barrage just to reduce the damage of their next attacks. And then we can do a Mimic here too. So if we do the Mimic, this wall will attack twice. And then so will the Mimic, basically. And the Mimic should also get +3 damage on it, so it's going to have 5 damage. Yeah, this is going to be a really nice combo. Okay, so assume neither one of them died. Now this aimless one is going to do 7 attack to anything random in this line. But there's only this one character here. If we could maybe get lucky here and use the Woodhead to block. Nice. Right, I'm going to use a Sun Rod on this wart just to make sure he can attack now. And then maybe we get to get rid of some cards, which we do. Fantastic. Now we got a bunch more Bigfoots to worry about. I think I want crowd control rather than buffing Wart's damage by 1 here. Yeah, we can. This Pooty is not in the best of positions with this deck now, actually. So Gromble's going to attack. It's going to attack Pooty and then give a random ally a frenzy charge. Let's get Snuffle down as well. So War actually got the triple. So that was really, really good for us. We can freeze that Bigfoot. Slow some of the damage coming through there. I think the Goblin's gonna get away. I could be greedy and try and keep it in place. But there's also a little bit of a risk. But let's be greedy and try and get some more cash. See if we can get a freeze. Ooh, alright, we got 1 freeze here. Triple combo, nice. So this is gonna apply 2 slow, 5 damage to everything, and yeah, in the line. So we need to be very, very careful about that. This cat's also gonna get 2 thorns every time it gets hit. Wart's not gonna be able to attack quite yet, but I could force the attacker to come in sooner. Let's do that then. It's just gonna get to attack now. This boss is nearly dead. In fact, next turn it will die. I think let's just do that and get this fight out of the way. Nice. So when companions die in battle, they get injured, but because Pooty only had a 1/1 anyway, he can't be more injured than what he is already, so the poor little guy gets beaten up. So we've got a cave here which is going to give us some cash, and then it's literally the same thing, so treasure then shop. Trigger against anything that is hit with a snowball. So anything that gets hit by snow will get hit by 3 attack, which seems quite nice. When hit, apply 4 poison to the attacker. I think we'll go with Kabonka. Got lots of cash. Storm Globe's quite good with the four snow. We've also got another crown. Let's go for a crown. And then we will put that on the Kabonka. Get that out really early, I think would be nice. Because we're probably going to end up using a snow stick at some, like, very early on at least anyway. A bread charm, it basically means that an item gets consumed. But I don't understand what you would use that on either. Basically, you would only want to see it one time and then not have to see it again. I guess I could maybe use it on a scrappy sword. Just so it doesn't reappear in the deck again after I've used it one time. A Noomlin charm. Does not end when your turn is played. So if we use this card, it doesn't end our turn. What would we like to use that on? Something that we're going to be using quite often in a fight, so one of these kind of cards. I guess on a snow stick. Although actually, no. Let's buy the Storm Globe and then use it on that. Really nice crowd control card there. Okay, we don't want to buy anything else, I don't think. Okay, good. Kronka. Okay, so this one's a tough one. Some things to take a note on here is that this is scrap health, this wooden heart, which means they only lose 1 HP no matter what damage they take. So, but the problem is this spike wall also has smack back of 4. So if I were to auto attack this, if anything, they're also going to take 4 damage. So it's quite brutal actually. Which also makes my Kabonka kind of used to say too, actually. If I snow the spike wall, that is. Also, this bombard anywhere with these red diamonds, they're going to get hit by 8 damage as well, so this is going to be a tricky one. I think let's just get everything down then and see what we can do. So this has got 80 HP, but if we hit this with a hammer, it's going to take 1 damage and then it's going to have poison effect on it. Or we could use it on a spike wall and just help get rid of the spike wall. I think that might be the better idea. So that poison will gradually kill that wall. Next we want to freeze this Kronka. And then the Kabonka should punch it as well. Okay, good. Next, maybe put down the Pooty, and then it will give Frenzy to another unit when that dies, which it will next hit. Let's do another snow stick on this Kronka. So my Kabonka got +2. Let's freeze everything in this line here. It's already taking quite a lot of damage. We can put down a Snuffle. So it's another spike wall going down. Give Warp +1 attack. Okay, he attacked the boss, which will evolve into a much harder unit. So it's got actual raw HP this time. Wait a minute, why is that bombard I've never seen that before. The bombard is primarily on his own units. I've not seen that before. Last time I fought against this, all of these diamonds were on my side. I don't know what's necessarily caused that. Let's freeze this grink. So that's going to do a bombard shortly. We can do it on the wart. He hit himself. And those red diamonds are primarily on his side as well. We've got a mimic. Oh, because it's snowed, it won't react with the counterattack with smackback. So if that's frozen, it can't actually hit back. I've just realised. Oh. Let's use the active campfire there. Mobile campfire. That Ice Forge, while active, +3 damage to all allies and -3 to all enemies. So we do need to kind of get rid of that. So if we use a stick on that, then Kronka will punch it. This card's only on... It's going to attack itself, which is weird. Kronka's going to get hit by Bombard, but I'm not too bothered by that. I mean, we could just freeze it again. I've got to be careful about the HP of this card here. That's going to do 1 frost and everything as well, so let's just do that. Okay, so we lost Kronka, but this boss is just about to die. Nice. Strange how it was attacking its own units though. Let's get a redraw bell counter to -1. Money or treasure? Let's go for money. Okay, need to be really careful here. This is as far as I've actually got in this game. Wild makes it so that every other unit gets frenzy, and this guy has retaliation, so we need to make sure we keep this warthog snowed. Okay, let's put down Snowdwell. If we do that, it's gonna make Kronka attack those other 2 units. You can see that's got a ×3. She should be more wary of. My frontline here could have taken a lot more damage than that. So with Snow Stick with the Warthog, Kronka did a little bit of damage there. Let's try and get the mobile campfire if we can, which we can. And then Snowdwell's also going to freeze, so it means that this is going to do quite a bit of extra damage too. Nice, we cleared the board. But that just gave wild to everything else. Okay, while active, adds 1 frenzy to all allies. Oh, okay, so that's what's causing that. So I need to kind of look at getting rid of this unit. And we need to be careful of the retaliation from the Warthog here. Okay, so if I do Snow Stick onto the Rock Hog, it's going to take 1 damage, and then it's going to take 6 damage from the Kobonka. Okay, so these targets now don't have Frenzy. These guys are only going to do 1 damage, it's not a big deal. But I'm going to get rid of that so that Wart hits the other units instead. Nice. And then we'll just keep... We'll keep this frozen. Just so there's no silly business. Just give water an extra damage, I guess. Okay, so we got an angry pig and a whole bunch of wild, and this can only be frozen one time. Okay, this is going to be kind of tricky. I mean, we can use a frost spell here to make it so that this guy only does 1 damage no matter how many stacks of frenzy he gets. So 1 times 3 isn't exactly scary right now. Kabonka also now got frenzy stack because the little guy died from attacking the warthog. So those are doing 6 damage. These guys are doing quite a bit of damage here actually already. So we do need to be a little bit careful of that. It's going to be a lot of damage stacking up there because it's 6 damage and it's going to put our leader down to 5. I guess we could use a woodhead to potentially block an attack. Also, this is also pretty scary if he actually gets to attack. Okay, we should be okay. As long as I don't make any really bad mistakes, we should be fine. Okay, so that will die. I don't have to worry about this warthog at all. Just don't auto hit it, right? Okay, I'm gonna make it so all the enemies are frozen. Okay, Bonker kind of going crazy. That was a nice combo. And then we're fine. We're absolutely fine. Nice. So actually, I don't know what happens from this point onwards. We've got a journal page and an Eye of the Storm. I've not seen this before. We've got a decent amount of cash, so maybe we should go into the shop. But I don't. Nothing that I want to sell though. Like nothing to make the guy eat, the munchie eat. That molten dip could be quite nice, giving everything to attack in the same row. Yeah, I'll take that. We can maybe take another crown as well. Let's take the other crown. And then we can give that to Snuffle. That would work well with the Krobonka. Then we can buy 1 charm. Then we can buy 2 charms. Ooh, add a frenzy charge. Okay. So this should apply twice, I think. So this will do 2 snow and 4 frost in a line, if I'm not mistaken. Plus, because it's a frenzy, it will do the snow 1 time and then 1 time again. So the Kabunka will go crazy actually. Get another charm. Maybe I should have waited to see what the other charm was actually before applying that. Add 1 heart. Wood heart. Scrap heart. We could make it so that the woodhead's got another health. Don't make him double tanky. Now we can take 2 hits to me. Alright. We can make it so we can eat a card. We can maybe get rid of some of these scrappy swords, just so it means that we've got more frost procs. And a journal page. This is basically story. The Emperor Shade. As we approach the eye of the storm, snarls and roars echoing through the icy winds, we encounter this otherworldly shade. Haunted creatures crowd around it as if they were under its thrall. This shade, it can possess not only inanimate objects, but actual living beings. Fighting it is hopeless. I must go back and warn the others. Do not approach it by any means. So it sounds like we're probably going to die. Ooh. Okay. Very dramatic music going off. So we've got a Ice Forge that needs to die. It's got 2 health. Because it's going to give all of his allies 3 attack and make my allies do -3. So let's place some things. What can we do here? I think it's going to attack immediately. So that's going to attack for 8 on its next hit. We could potentially freeze it. We have to freeze something because we can do the frost spell here. It's going to consume it though. I think it's going to be worth it though. Means we get rid of the Ice Forge. But he did no damage! I misread that completely. He did no damage. He froze the targets, but he did no damage because of the -3. I need to use this poison hammer on this then. That will get rid of it. That mimic is looking kind of scary. Right, so we've got the +3 damage back on this now. So let's freeze that. It's a shame the walk didn't get to attack the Mega Mimic. When health lost, add equal attack to self and allies. Haha. Right, let's freeze the old dude. I didn't consume a turn because of the... I can't remember what it's called, the Moonkin thing on it. And let's freeze the Grink so that doesn't get to attack. So 1 HP, stop with a freeze. Okay, this is good. We're okay now. Put this mobile campfire down. No, I lost my poison! No, 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 no. I didn't realise he was going to attack that turn. I thought he was frozen, but it was the resist snow. Oh no. Right, let's hammer poison this spike ball just to help get rid of it quicker. Let's put Pooty there. That's going to do 3 attack on its next turn. Oh no, I can't believe I've just lost that unit. Let's get the Mimic down, it will work with the Kabonker, I think. Lots of weird stuff happened there with the freezing and stuff. We should do Molten Dip. That guy's frozen, right? It doesn't matter if Pooty dies either. That guy's doing 10 damage on his next attack. So Pooty is about to take 1 damage and die, and then give one of these other units a frenzy charge. Okay, so my leader got frenzy. I think I might reduce the cooldown on Snuffle. And it's going to freeze everything. That's going to let the Kabonker just go down pain on here. I'm kind of scared about this one at the back. Let's get this woodhead down. It's nearly dead, it's on 6 HP. I mean, if we freeze... I don't know if this will transform into something else though. There's no more reinforcements coming, so I might just freeze the one at the back. Is that it? Is it going to transform? Yeah, that's what I was worried about. 999? Oh my goodness. Okay. When an ally is killed, lose half health and gain 2 attack. Okay, so we need to kill the allies. I guess we Sunrod Snowdwell, which means we'll get to do a freeze very soon. Some of these units are about to attack. Snowdwell's about to do his freeze, which will then activate Kabonka on everything. So that's gonna hit and do -2. That's gonna hit as well. So I'm gonna lose my woodhead, which I think I'd rather not happen. So we're gonna freeze this Grink. And then poison this Grink here. Which I think was a waste, but it's okay. We've got another freeze here. We can use it on this porcupine, and this will kill the porcupine with the Kabonka. Fantastic. And then we can freeze the guy at the back as well. So I have 1 HP. Freeze him again. So that's going to attack next turn. It's going to do damage to this woodhead. So we can freeze it again. Oh, there's a little spirit thing. Whoa, what just happened? It made Ms. Bizzleberry evil? Victory? Question mark though. We got unlocked a new pet. Victory question mark. I wonder what's happened to that card now. New map event unlocked, new item, new pet. New Frost Guardian ascended. So I wonder if we'll have to like fight our own deck or something in the future. I wonder if we've turned evil because of that. Interesting. I'm not sure what this means. Pet house. New pet has been discovered. Inventor's hut. Icebreaker cabin. Frosto scope. Hey, I've never won in this before, so I'm really happy. It's never happened. I won't look in some of the houses because I don't want to spoil it for people that might want to pick this up, but yeah, it's a really fun game. Wildfrost is the game. I'll make more videos if you guys want me to play it, but yeah, I won. But yeah, all the best berries, take care. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay, and I'll see you tomorrow probably on this Bizzleberry 2 channel with another video soon. So all the best, take care, bye.